Hey everyone, and welcome back to FAMcast. This is episode 58. I am Trevor, and we've got Tim and Trey on the cast today.
What's going on, y'all?
Tim's there doing a thing for those that can't hear him.
Just so you know.
Or see him. One of those things. This is one of our favorite podcasts of the year.
Yes.
This is actually our third annual podcast. I feel like we've talked about it for years together, but we've never done anything official. So when FAMcast started, this was one of our earlier podcasts, was our E3 predictions.
Mm-hmm.
So our third annual E3 predictions podcast, where we'll go through each of the conferences, talk about what we'd like to see, what we hope to see, what we pray to Lord we don't see, and maybe a few things in between.
The only reason we actually are doing FAM is because of this podcast. We're like, how can we do a E3 podcast without making it just look weird and random? Well, let's just start this weird streaming thing, and once a year we'll get to do what we want. Everyone just thinks it's normal.
Yeah, we'll do this Twitch thing just so we can do this podcast once a year.
Yep.
It all works out, right?
Yep.
Sounds about right.
And it's a kind of an interesting timeline because it's our third E3 predictions and also the third E3 that we're attending.
It's true.
So which is kind of cool. Some some
could possibly just be the last E3 in general.
Could be.
Yeah.
Very well.
Yeah, maybe we'll touch on that a little bit too. Maybe before we, just real quick, because we've got a lot to cover. I know this is one of our podcasts that almost always goes longer than
Intended.
our normal ones. So, but that's a good thing because we get super excited. I know I'm already pumped for this week. It's making work hard to get through, and this usually just adds on to that. And
the first year, we did it we did two. Like, didn't we cut it?
We split it in half. So the first year we split it in half because we talked for like 2 hours.
Right.
Yeah. Last year we split it up by developer.
Right.
And this year
knows?
I'm thinking, who knows? Who knows what our crazy mastermind editor
You get
will
like
do this
half
time.
of Microsoft and half of like Nintendo, just like together randomly in a different order.
Pinch of this.
And you just
pinch
have to
of this,
like,
pinch
it's
of
like a
that.
puzzle piece for you guys to figure out what we're talking about.
I'll just figure it out.
Yeah.
So real quick, before we jump into that, there are, I don't even believe they're rumors. I think it's just, this is the last year that E3 or the ESA has a contract with the Los Angeles Convention Center.
Yep.
So that could open up really a lot of doors because as many of you know, PlayStation isn't there. PlayStation isn't there this year, which is a pretty big deal. Just because as the years have gone on, it's become less of a trade show and more of just like a, I don't know, like a party spot almost.
Yeah.
It's just not the same trade show that it used to be. Now, especially now that it's open to the public, which I'm thankful for because we've been able to experience it. But it could mean that they either move location. I know Trey's thinking Las Vegas. I really don't care where they move. Columbus. Maybe just do it at the FAM house.
Right.
We can host it right here.
FAM house.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll just host it right here at the FAM house. So really three options altogether, right? They either renew their contract with the LA Convention Center, which I believe they don't want to until they actually decide they want to expand on it, just because there's limited room. They move to a different convention center, which could be anywhere. I know it used to be in Atlanta, I believe. If I recall.
Yes.
That was like years ago. No, I might be thinking of GameStop Manager Conference. But the third option could be that E3 is just kind of done.
GameStop Manager Conference and E3 are like right there in the same for you. Like, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, they're just so much alike. So yeah, I think if we see E3 kind of go by the wayside, it wouldn't really surprise me with Nintendo doing Nintendo Directs throughout the year.
Right.
Sony now doing their State of Plays. Maybe that's just the way that we get announcements from this point on. It's a lot more cost effective. Maybe they start to do their own shows. We already have the Xbox's, what do they call XO?
Yep.
We had XO
Mexico
18
last year, right?
Right.
Yeah, and then Sony's
State of Play.
No, that's their digital one. They do their
PlayStation Experience.
Yeah, the PlayStation Experience. So maybe
That's
they
in
just
New York.
maybe those become larger. Who knows? What do you guys have any thoughts on that before we move on to our actual predictions?
I think E3 is dying. Like, personally, I think E3 itself is going to go away.
Without a doubt.
It would be nice if they still do things like FanFest and stuff through Microsoft and whatever, and have like little live things like that. But I believe it's probably becoming, it's not cost effective anymore. And I like E3 as much as I do enjoy it. I mean, most of it's still just, here's a demo of our gameplay, and they don't need to necessarily do that. You know what I mean? Like, it's just becoming costly, I guess. So I don't know. I think, honestly, I think E3 won't be at LA for sure next year, and I don't know if they'll actually do a big trade show at all next year.
Sure. I mean, next year's going to be big for. I mean, next year's probably the year that we get both new consoles. So next year's going to be kind of wild.
I don't know if we're going to get them. We might get them announced, but I don't think we'll get them by the end of next year.
And we'll get it. Sorry, Trey, I didn't mean to cut you off. I just wanted to touch on that. But go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with Tim there. I really think E3 it's done, man. Like, all these companies, like, why would they want to, spend the money to go out to LA when they can just have their own, like, directs, like how Nintendo and PlayStation is doing it.
Yeah.
Like, with the PlayStation Experience, and I know they have something else too. Because they usually have one in, like, the middle of the year and then one at the end of the year. Because one is in New York and the other one's in, like, I want to say LA or something.
Mm-hmm. The one in December is.
Yeah. So it's kind of like, what's the point when, I mean, I understand, like, building hype for a game, but you can do that with the internet now. Or, having your own event where you can control, what's being shown and
right.
And what's being seen and stuff like that, and like what you want to schedule out, what you want to, like, show off right then and there. And it's just, there's no point in having E3 anymore, to be honest. Sure. Like, I can see it maybe moving to Vegas, since it is like a destination spot, so flights are cheaper. It's cheaper to get things into Las Vegas than it would be LA, because LA is just expensive for no reason. So yeah, I can definitely see it either moving to Vegas or just going away.
And I love E3. I don't want to see it to go away. I don't want people to think I'm this person who hates E3. I love E3. Even if they don't do a physical location, it's all digital. I'd still like them to have that week in the year that I can request off work, and I can still just watch them announce all kinds of shit that week. Like, I would love to still have that one way or another.
What if you could watch your press conferences in your Rift or your?
Then I think that would be a great selling point for everybody.
Like, it's just like you're always the person in the headset is always like center stage, front row.
It's like,
but you see everyone else around you, just to, like, build up the hype and everything.
Why don't they just make Todd Howard the game? Like,
Todd Howard the game.
Like, they just put, like, VR cameras all over him, so that anything he goes to, you can just be Todd Howard.
That'd be great. I'm okay with that.
I would buy a Rift for that. But yeah, like, I was also gonna say, like, it's. Never mind. I can't even think of what I was going to say now. Fuck it.
So with that being said, just kind of a brief prediction on the conference as a whole moving forward. Our cadence for this podcast, normally we just kind of go down the line, starting with first conference, going all the way to the last one. So we're going to be starting off with EA, which hasn't made an appearance at E3 for the past couple years. They do their own separate thing, which it kind of ties into what we were just talking about. But they do EA Play, which we all attended our first year. Which
it was great. Like,
it worked out, right?
Yes.
So we've probably told this story a million times, but we went to EA Play the first time. First year, waited in line for I don't even know how many hours.
Very hot time.
Very hot, very sunburnt. I know, or at least myself, I was very sunburnt. Get inside, and you can't play anything.
Everything's booked.
Like, you go, because we expect lines, right? There's a lot of people there. We expect to wait in line to play. It was right before Battlefront came out, Battlefront 2, right? So we're really excited to get hands-on with that. We go to wait in line. They're like, no, you can't get in line. It's capped. Right? Okay, that's fair. We'll go, like, grab some water. It's been hot out. We wait maybe 15 minutes. Go back over there. No, you can't. You just got to keep checking back. Okay.
Which is the worst, by the way. That phrase there, the line is capped, you can't wait here, move along, is the worst, because that's all E3 winds up being with certain games. It's like, and don't listen to what the person's saying, because they're going to tell you to just come check back and you'll get in. It's a bunch of bullshit. You will never get in.
That phrase stings for Tim a little bit.
Yeah, it does. But regardless, it was a bust. We ended up leaving, but long story short, that's how we ran into Kojima.
Yep.
Yes.
So, it was worth it. Thank you, EA.
Trevor was like, stunned. It was hilarious.
I'll always be thankful for EA Play for not living up to the hype. But we're not here to talk about EA Play 2017. We're here to talk about EA Play 2019.
Right.
Yep.
So I think the biggest thing on everyone's mind is the Jedi game.
Fallen Order.
Fallen Order. Thank you. I kept wanting to say Fallen Jedi. That's not right. Fallen Order. I think that's the EA title that everyone is most excited to see. Yeah. And from what they've shown for their schedule, it seems like they're just kind of talking about games that they've already announced. They didn't even have a time slot for like any big reveals or anything. But I don't think that's to say that we won't see anything new. I think that'd be kind of surprising if we didn't see anything brand new from EA. Right. So what do you guys think we will see, if anything, aside from their slated schedule of Fallen Order, sports games, and the like?
I hope, and I'll just start off with one game. 3? Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Maybe.
Plants vs. Zombies 3? Garden Warfare?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's what I want.
Yeah.
Or just Plants vs. Zombies 3 in general. I don't care. I want one of those again. Those games were so much fun.
Really
I mean, it was a while ago still. It was like 3 or 4 months ago. But I went back and played it. And it's still a fun game. Like, it's a good game. I want more of that.
It really is.
I thoroughly enjoyed
either
it.
way. I think I'd prefer the tower defense just because that's
tower
kind
defense.
Of where... Yeah, it's tower defense.
Like a good updated version. And not like... So they did Plants vs. Zombies 2 About Time, right? Which was what it was called. But it was very much a mobile... It was a mobile pay-to-win game. 100% pay-to-win game.
Of course.
So I don't want them to go that route. I would like an updated like console version, like graphics and everything. But tower defense, I think that'd be great. But I don't care. I'd take a Garden Warfare 3. I just something.
Yeah. And honestly, that's really the only thing that I would want from EA that comes to mind. I have hopes for Fallen Order, but they've kind of let us down the past couple of years.
I'm not hopeful on any Star Wars game ever anymore.
Like we've mentioned it too many times, so I won't even delve in with it. I hope their contract runs out soon and other developers can get in on it.
I want to say Fallen Order is their last game from EA because they pulled the plug from EA.
Did they?
I can only imagine why.
Yeah.
Because now that now Disney owns Lucasfilms and Lucas Play, it's like there's no need for them to have another company do their video games, you know?
Botched the last 2 Star Wars games that came out completely and utterly.
Right.
And that's been in the past how many years? 6 years?
Not only
5
that,
years?
but it was a game that was like the title of it's very well known and holds up to a very big legend of a game of an old school game. And you just
wow, that just made me feel old calling Battlefront an old school game.
Hey, it's true, man. We're getting there. We've lived through every generation of consoles so far.
Yep.
Think about that.
Think about that shit.
We're that gaming generation, man.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, man.
We grew up with it. I guess you could probably argue that maybe the generation a couple years ahead of us did. We missed out on a few.
Did they have a
things,
Game Boy?
They didn't grow. Yeah, I think we were definitely like the golden era.
We're the definitive.
The golden era.
Yeah. What about you, Trey? Anything you want to see from EA this year?
I can guarantee you that we're going to see the Season 2 pack for Apex.
Oh,
so
yep. I forgot about that. Yep. Think we need a new map?
New map? Yeah, I think so. I could see a new map happening. I mean, of course, we're going to see Fallen Order there, sports games, whatever. Honestly, to be completely honest here, I would really want to see a better Need for Speed.
Interesting.
I'm okay with
like,
this.
even if they were to do some kind of like Burnout, Need for Speed crossover sort of thing.
Didn't they do that though? Wasn't like the last Need for Speed like Burnout meets Need for Speed?
I don't think so.
The remake of Most Wanted, like, you know, they did the Most Wanted and that was made by the same team that made Burnout.
Criterion?
Yeah. So like I thought that's because like
I want that like massive world that Burnout gets with like the crashing and, you know, and then with the arcade racingness of like of Burnout. Like just give me Burnout but with real cars. Like that's all I want. That's pretty much
all I want. You just want a new Burnout game, not Need for Speed.
but I like the like customization that they put into Need for Speed.
I want the open world of Burnout, the gameplay of Burnout. That's what I want. Call it Need for Speed.
I want Burnout, but call it Need for Speed. Okay.
Like Need for Speed Most Wanted, the original Need for Speed Most Wanted is one of my still my favorite today.
Oh yeah.
Racing game
for sure,
hands down. Loved it
easily. Carbon was really good too.
Carbon was great. Carbon was different, but it was still great.
Carbon is when they introduced the sculpting, right? Like auto sculpting.
Yes.
That's when I started liking it a lot. But
the customization in Carbon is like unmatched.
Yeah, I would never forget.
I had Carbon on PC.
Yeah, we did. I would never forget Need for Speed 1 Underground.
Oh, bum.
Right. To the window. And it's like
that's how it started.
Right, anyways, but yeah, I would like to see another Need for Speed. That's like my main thing. And I guess what's their fantasy game? Dragon Age.
Oh, that'd be a good one.
I could see another Dragon Age because obviously Mass Effect is dead.
There's BioWare.
No way do another Mass Effect. What else do they have? I'm trying to think of their properties that they could like do something with, but I think that's it. Like I can only see another Dragon's Age and Burnout / Need for Speed. That's it, honestly.
Soccer.
You've got So as far as their
sports,
to give you
whatever.
Yeah, I was going to say to go over what they have like slated. Starts off with Fallen Order, then Apex, Battlefield 5, then FIFA 20, Madden 20, and The Sims 4.
That's what they have slated? Like, what do you mean?
Like that's basically their schedule, saying like that's what we're going to talk about during our conference.
So wait, why did we even do this predictions if they told us what they were going to talk about?
So that's what they have scheduled. My guess or maybe hope is that it won't just be going over games that they've already talked about, and maybe that they'll have a few announcements.
Trevor's just like, I want to see how wrong these guys are. What do you think's going to happen? No.
Just check listen as they talk about them.
Wrong. You're all wrong.
Crushing your dreams right now.
Right now. So yeah, I know EA is usually a pretty short one on our list anyway.
Short and weak.
Yeah. EA is always a letdown, to be honest.
Always.
I will say some of their indies that they show off are pretty promising, though. They do show off some pretty good indie games.
Yeah, we get Sea of Solitude soon.
Yes, we get that this year.
Yep, I'm excited for that one.
So I guess we'll just jump right into one of our bigger ones of the night with Xbox.
You mean Microsoft? Yeah.
So, damn it, Tim. It's going to be a pretty big year for Microsoft, right? We've they're I don't know, their biggest, I hate saying the word rival, that's why I was kind of stopping there, but everyone always kind of puts the two against each other, right?
Of course.
You know, Sony versus Microsoft.
It's the competitiveness of gaming.
Yeah, for sure.
That's how it is.
So with Sony not being there this year, that kind of leaves it wide open for Xbox to just come in, like, just kill it. And I think that's kind of what they're planning on. I think they're just going to come in. It's not going to be a normal show. They're going to try and dominate this year.
Or do they feel like they don't have to because they don't have competition there?
I don't feel like that's a place that Microsoft can really be. Even with Sony, I mean, Sony's kind of dominated the past couple years, in my opinion. Yes. I think mainly just because exclusives, man. They just haven't brought the fire with their own games. Whereas we've said it multiple times, Sony just walks away with it. But now's the time, since the games that they've announced, really all we're waiting on at this point as far as big titles, Last of Us 2 and Death Stranding. Now's Xbox's time to come in with those What? Go ahead, Tim.
Didn't
Let's hear
Sony
it.
just show off the same games that they showed off the year before last year, except for like one or two?
Last year was a long time ago, Tim.
They showed us the
what-
same games we saw a year ago. They won the show. Oh, okay. Okay. I just wanted to make sure.
Let's see. I'm trying to think of new announcements. So with
I
Microsoft,
think
we got Devil May Cry
Sek-
5.
Secret.
As far as, are you talking about just like the conference in general, or are you talking about exclusives?
like the conference in general, I feel like they
Okay,
just
so
showed off.
you got Devil May Cry 5 during Microsoft show, and then you got Resident Evil 2 with Sony show, right?
Mhm.
Yep.
Can you think of any others? We got the new Halo announcement. We had the Gears
Gears of War
announcement.
announcement.
Fallout 76.
That was Bethesda.
They showed it at
But they showed it at Microsoft.
Xbox first.
Yeah.
Cyberpunk. They showed it at
Cyberpunk
Xbox.
at Microsoft.
Honestly, Xbox did a lot better last year than they did than PlayStation did.
Didn't we talk? And again, we've talked about too many things since last year. Bethesda was one of the ones that we felt kind of
Bethesda
away
won.
last year.
Oh yeah, Bethesda
Yeah.
won.
Bethesda
free. They
won the
always
show
show.
last year.
Because it was pretty much like they just gave us everything we wanted.
They had a
Oh,
platter of everything.
You want a new Elder Scrolls? Done.
Done.
You wanted Starfield that you know nothing about? Here you go.
Done. New Fallout
want a new
game?
Fallout?
Here.
Fine.
You want
Rage
Andrew
2
WK?
look bad? How's
Here
it
you
look
go.
now?
You don't want Andrew WK? Have him anyways.
Right.
You're getting them anyway. That's right.
Prey in VR?
So-
Okay, why not?
Yeah. So Tim, I'll let you start off here. I think you're the biggest Xbox fan out of all of us. What do you think that we will see from Xbox's show this year?
So
Microsoft show.
the biggest thing I'm excited for is xCloud.
Okay.
I'm really stoked. I'm really stoked to see the software side of like that kinds of stuff that we get. Because
Can you
yeah.
Can you go into that for
So-
listeners that might not be familiar?
So xCloud, they showed off a short demo. There's a video of a person playing Forza 7 on this demo. And essentially what it is it is a Microsoft streaming service directly to any. So think of Stadia, which if you don't know what Stadia is, it's Google's platform of like streaming their game, right? So think of the concept of being able to sit there at work on your break, have a Xbox controller attachment for your phone, and through this power of the network and Wi-Fi's or whatever
xCloud.
you have, you can stream your game to your phone. And it looked good. Now, granted, they're not going to
Yeah.
show off a shitty demo, right? Like they're
Yeah.
not going to do that. But like the thought behind it, and if it can work as well as it can, which if Google's doing something like that, there's no way Microsoft can't. You know what I mean? So I'm sure, and they've been working on this for a while. And I'm really excited for that because, of course, my baby Gears 5 is going to get talked about this year and coming out this year. So I'm just imagining like, oh, hey, I'm playing this here. Whether it's horde mode or, I mean, competitive multiplayer on my phone, I probably wouldn't do a whole lot. But like horde, I'd play the fuck out of horde mode on my phone.
Yeah.
Like that's a great concept. You talk about portability. They don't need to make a portable device at this point. All of your devices that you have will be your portable device to play your games on. On top of, they have Microsoft's doing the whole thing where they want you to be able to buy your games wherever you want on PC. So you can buy your games through Steam. Fuck it, why not? While still incorporating that Xbox Live aspect of like, there's just, I think they are going ever since, I mean, for a while actually, they've been going in the right direction. It's not so much just about the games anymore with them as where Sony's been heavy on the games. Microsoft is looking at accessibility, getting it to everybody.
They've been playing the long game, man.
Mm-hmm. And we got Cuphead on the Switch, which was huge because
And
that
the
was an
Tesla.
exclusive. So we might see that Xbox Switch like thing, which would be fucking awesome in itself.
We got Cuphead on a Tesla? What?
Yeah.
Wait, did I say Tesla?
No, I did.
Oh.
Cuphead is coming to Tesla.
No, is it really?
It 100% is.
That's
I'm
strange.
buying a Tesla. Hopefully it
You
comes free.
would.
But like I think Microsoft has lacked in the software title for a bit, other than last year. I think last year they did really well with their software. I mean,
They had some great announcements last year.
they did. I hope we get to see Gears Tactics. I hope we get to see. I know we're going to see Gears 5. I hope we get to see Gears Tactics. I think this year though they're going to go heavy on the other side of it. It's not just going to be titles, even though I know they made that announcement where they have a lot of titles coming, right?
21,
right? So it's not like we're not going to get that, but I think they're going to really show off what we can do outside of just games. What Microsoft is going to bring to the table other than just the games you want. That's what I think is going to be the big part.
You got to keep innovating, right? Like you can't just keep keep stagnant. Like, so I think that they've definitely been playing the long game there, and I'm hoping that they've got enough to show off to prove that.
Trevor, you're on lunch and you got to kill that Monster Hunter. Why not? Just pick up your phone and go for it.
God, I don't get lunches, man.
Just saying. The concept is.
So, like you said, I think we will be pretty Gears heavy this year. I don't think anybody expected 3 Gears games to be announced last year. I think everyone probably hoped for 5, but I don't think they saw 3. So that was cool. I'm hoping that we'll see more on Halo.
Yeah, that's a given.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah.
Yeah. Forgot about Halo. Maybe even getting some information on Halo coming to PC, Master Chief Collection coming to PC. Maybe we get some more info there.
It's a staggered release, right?
What's that?
It's a staggered release.
Yeah, they're doing it by seasons. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Reach being the first season, of course.
Yeah. As far as announcements, and I think this one is probably heavy on a lot of people's minds. I want to see the new hardware. I still stand by that we're going to get an announcement this year, and we're going to have a holiday 2020 release.
I don't think we're going to get a 2020 release. I really don't.
That's fair. I mean,
I'd be okay
to
with
be fair,
it.
Neither of us know anything at this point, so we've got a 50-50 shot of being right and wrong. So I think the fans' odds of being correct in this are good because at least one of us will be right.
They'll get it this year.
Trey?
We're gonna get it this year.
We're gonna get it same day.
Right.
Everyone in the crowd, here's your Xbox, whatever it is.
No, don't do that to me, dude.
Oh no!
Don't do that to me, man. Okay, so my predictions, I've got a few.
Yeah, let's hear them.
Starting off for me, Halo Infinite's going to be... They're going to talk about that for at least 20 minutes.
Halo Battle Royale?
You think that'll be a good chunk of it?
No, I think maybe 10 minutes. I'll give it 10 minutes. They'll have like a trailer. They'll say, beta starts this day, whatever. BR day is going to be for this. Multiplayer is going to be for this.
One of you two said that they're doing their conferences like 2 hours this year.
Yeah, it's like 2 hours and 10 minutes, I think is what I heard.
Must have been you then. Yeah, someone was telling me that their conference is just like way longer than normal this year.
We're going long.
Hey, that's what Phil Spencer was trying to do last year, right? There was like someone tried to say they were trying to do it long last year.
They did it the year before that too. When we were when I was at FanFest, like during like the prep for it, they're just like, we're going long, and they went like 10 minutes longer than what they.
I remember you saying that.
Started. But.
Yeah,
definitely Halo Infinite. That's going to be like, I think that's going to bring people back into Xbox. Like that's going to be like the lifting point for Xbox as far as like.
Well, they start
like
off
Halo
with
Esports. I think Halo Esports is going to come back heavy this year. Well, I don't know about this year if it's even going to come out this year, but I think it'll be a Project Scarlet, whatever they're going to call that Xbox. I think it's going to be a release title for sure.
Was it Scarlet and Anaconda?
I think it's just I don't know about Anaconda. I know it's Project Scarlet is what the next box is supposed to be.
Did you say you think it's going to be not an Xbox? Like you think it's going to be a
cross-plat?
An Xbox Scarlet title, not?
Oh no! I think it'll be like cross-plat between all of the Xbox platform.
Okay.
Like between Xbox and PC. But I think it's going to be with launch with the new Xbox.
Gotcha. So you see us getting some Halo information, but it actually launching with the next gen console.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
So I think they'll like throughout the. Okay, so I'll name the entire show first. So Halo Infinite. Of course, they're going to talk about Gears 5, which I'm pretty excited for because Tim's got me excited for it. I think we're going to get a Cyberpunk release date. They're going to say it there. And then I think Miyamoto is going to get on stage. And they're going to talk about the Nintendo and Microsoft partnership. That's been rumored. Also, some people are debunking it, but I think they're just trying to cover it up.
My heart would melt.
I think it's going to happen. Because they're taking this Xbox Live as like a service. It's not just, you got an Xbox, you can only use it on Xbox. Now they're saying, you've got Xbox Live, you can play our games online with our servers and everything through Xbox Live.
Be amazing.
And then they'll talk about xCloud, which I'm sure I'll be excited for. And I think they're going to make a new Banjo-Kazooie. I think we'll get
New Conkers.
New
Conkers.
Conkers.
Yeah.
I could see that happening.
Be great.
I could also see a new Ninja Theory game. I heard they've been working on something for Xbox since they're an Xbox company now.
That'd be cool. Ninja Theory.
I think we'll get more on the Outer Worlds since that's also an Xbox company.
Yep.
Or sorry, a Microsoft company. Which I still I want to see more about that game so bad.
Yep.
Shout outs to Obsidian, by the way.
Yeah, no, you're right.
And then I think at the end of it is when we'll get the Xbox tees. The new Xbox tees. I don't know if this is when we're going to get the name drop, that we're going to get the services, like if there's anything extra for it. And then at the end of it all, they'll be like, and these are the launch titles. Boom. Gears 5. Boom. Halo Infinite. But then there'll be like an enhanced version, like kind of how Xbox One X has like that enhanced mode of these games. Like the Scarlet is just going to enhance it even more.
So like what'll happen is the press conference goes completely black.
Yeah.
No one knows what's going on.
And then a red beam.
We all like start like kind of look up and you can see something coming down from the ceiling, and in our laps everyone gets this thing in their laps and no one knows what it is. And the lights turn on and we all just have one in our laps, and just like that's the announcement of it.
It's this big. This is the Xbox Scarlet.
Don't do that.
And then Trey breaks the TV in the process.
Yeah, I'd be breaking everything in my house at this point. I'm just kidding. I wouldn't do that. But yeah, I think they're going to announce some more acquisitions of some more companies, because I think that's something they're going to need.
Do they announce
mainly at the end is going to be the new Xbox for sure?
Do they announce the Borderlands 2 DLC there? If we're actually getting it,
Borderlands 3 DLC?
Well, or no. So there's rumor that we're going to get a Borderlands 2 DLC that will tie into 3. Oh, you guys haven't heard about this?
No.
Yeah, there's a big, almost confirmed. Almost.
Wow.
That they're going to have a Borderlands 2 DLC that will tie into 3.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Okay.
That would be really cool, actually.
I'm really surprised you guys haven't heard about that.
No.
Yeah, not at all.
Thing.
I mean, that's all I got for Xbox.
That's the big stuff. I agree.
Yeah.
I forgot about Halo completely, so you did more than me.
Yeah. I think Halo's going to be huge on announcement. Like they're going to announce like a pro tour and esports and all kinds of stuff.
That's how it's going to start, because that's how it always starts.
Yeah.
I think there's always like random things that we could see announced in there just from other developers, like
Cuphead
like
2.
a Capcom announcement, or who knows what. So who knows?
Do you know something, Trevor?
I can't say. I'm just kidding. I don't know anything,
dude.
All I'm saying is if I ever hear throughout this week Capcom presents, I'm going to lose my shit, because that's Marvel versus Capcom, hands down. But let's continue.
Dead game.
Shut up.
So Bethesda's next then, right?
Correct.
Yes.
So I think Bethesda kind of blew their load last year.
Yep.
And I think this year we just have to accept that we're not going to get a lot of new information.
Yep.
Which is fine, right? Like, we already know that there's a lot coming.
Mm-hmm.
We know that Starfield and Elder Scrolls 6 are in the works, and that's
for next console, for sure.
But that's huge,
exactly.
Though.
Both of those are for next console.
Doesn't mean we won't see anything, but we would have to expect.
Right, doesn't mean you won't see anything.
They are, for
but
next console.
they've already said that Doom Eternal is going to be like the focus of their conference,
which I'm okay with, because Doom's phenomenal.
Doom Eternal's
sick. Yeah, I'm excited to see more Doom Eternal. So besides Doom Eternal, since they've said that they're already gonna cover that, what else do you think we'll see from Bethesda this year?
We're going to get Fallout 76 news, 100%. And I'm not just saying that because I'm obsessed about the game.
Yeah,
that game has done a complete turnaround. Like it really has. Like if you ask the fans and everything, they're like they've added so much. The game has so much depth now to it, and there's so many reasons to go back and play it. Like we're gonna get Fallout 76 information about the new DLCs coming out. One of which is called Nuclear Winter.
I was about to say, yeah, Nuclear Winter.
Mm-hmm. And I think they're going to detail it because it's supposed to be a battle royale mode on top of other things, but it's supposed to implement a battle royale mode as well into the game.
Nice.
Okay with that.
And I think as much as that sounds stupid, it could work really well and it could be a lot of fun. So I think we're going to see that. I think they're going to go heavy in some Fallout. We're going to see a good chunk of Fallout 76 stuff because they want to show you. They're going to make jokes about it. You know they will because it's Bethesda. They're going to make jokes about how bad it was at first. And Todd Howard already even admitted that it was well-deserved, right?
Yeah, he said he knew that 76 would have a rough start.
Yep. So we're going to get that because they're very straight with us, I feel, when it comes to stuff like that. They have no problem telling their own jokes because they're there.
They're very transparent.
They're very entertaining. Like the Bethesda show is always just entertaining.
Yeah.
Tim, would you shit bricks if they show you like your
shop
for
my base? Like, look at what some of our creators made.
Like, Tim would just pass out.
I would probably get kicked out because I'd run down there and try to hug Todd Howard. I mean, that's me,
Todd. That's me. That's me.
That's me. So we're gonna get 76 info for sure. I think we don't see Elder Scrolls. I think we see Starfield. I don't think we see Elder Scrolls. I think we see Starfield.
Interesting.
Because I think they gave us the tease last year just to say, hey, we're working on it, and that's it. And I don't think we see it. But I think Starfield, because it's coming out before that, I think we see stuff for that. Probably see some Rage 2 DLC, but yeah.
Is it confirmed that Starfield's coming before 6?
I feel like, I don't want to say yes, but I feel like I watched a lot of interviews over Todd Howard's because his thing last year, and I'm almost positive he was like, yeah, we see Starfield coming out in like the next 2 to 4 years. Elder Scrolls is like 5 to 6 kind of thing. Like I feel like that happened, and I could be wrong. Maybe and don't quote me on the time frame, but I feel like something like that was said. Like he has an idea for this and an idea for this, and I'm almost positive Starfield will be before Elder Scrolls.
Okay, interesting. What about you, Trey?
Starfield for sure. Absolutely, Starfield's going to be there. They've teased it twice now. Like they've showed it, or they talked about it the previous show, or like they teased it or something like that, or it was like in the rumor mill walking around Bethesda, and then they actually like gave us a proper teaser at last year's E3. But I think this E3, like we're actually going to get a trailer. Some amount of gameplay is going to be shown. They have to show something for it because I can't play Skyrim anymore. I just can't.
It's dated at this point. It still looks so okay, but it looks dated still.
Yeah. I could see us getting... honestly, I think we would get new Elder Scrolls news. 100%. Just because it's right after Xbox. And I think Xbox is going to be, handing them a little bit more money, be like, hey, you should let us show Elder Scrolls at our show so you can talk about it more at your show.
Okay.
So I think they may have like a little bit of a teaser, maybe like a new trailer, maybe show off character creation of some kind. That'd be kind of sick. I mean, of course, we're going to get... I think they're going to announce DLC for all the current titles that they have right now. Mm-hmm. Of course. Like, I think this is going to be like their DLC show.
Yeah. Support show, basically.
Yeah, support show for their already announced titles. And I think maybe some kind of revamp of a title that they used to have. I don't know what, but I think they're going to bring back something. Kind of how they brought back Wolfenstein and Doom.
I'd be cool with that.
Yeah.
I mean, me personally, I think maybe I'm a little more on the pessimistic side with Bethesda, whereas I'm not going into it expecting that we'll get information or any footage from either game.
Okay.
So I'm going into it that we'll see. Maybe they'll recap some information about the launch of Rage 2. Maybe a roadmap for that. I think we'll definitely see, like Tim mentioned, I think we'll see more details on the Fallout 76 roadmap. Maybe even a Dishonored announcement.
Oh,
I know
I forgot about Dishonored.
I like Dishonored. I know it's not one of the. I don't think it's one of their titles that gets as much credit as Fallout or Doom or Elder Scrolls does, but still definitely a good IP from them.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think that they announced so much, and honestly, it's kind of the same position that Sony's in, right? To where they announced everything and everyone was blown away, and then following that,
right,
really have a lot. And I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing in Bethesda's case because they have a consistent, they've got just a consistent schedule of things coming out, to where they kind of time everything properly.
They'll have good food.
Of course,
yeah,
it's the best show easily.
Every year. Their conference is my favorite to attend every year.
Yeah,
I will. So
open bar, free food.
We'll both be at the conference, right?
Mm-hmm.
Me, you, and KB.
And Casey will be there, and Jake and Jeff, all of them will be there.
Nice.
As well.
So we'll all be there for the conference, and then we're heading to the Bethesda party and conference there. So luckily, we've made it in all 3 years, and I think every year has kind of been one of our highlights.
Oh yeah, it's the best. But unfortunately, I will not be there this year. Just to reiterate to everyone, but I will be at home partying on my own. I'll wear my Fallout mask and find something else to Bethesda myself out.
You'll be there in spirit.
I'll be there in spirit.
Getting video of Tim in that Fallout mask was probably my favorite part of that party.
So much fun.
It was so good. And when they brought out the desserts, like at the end of the night when you thought all the food was done, and they're like, no, wait, we've got more. We've got maple bacon donuts.
With that guy at the bar.
Oh, yeah, he called me Johnny Bravo.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, we'll definitely have to get more video this year.
Hope we get another Fallout mask. Can never get enough. Just want to have a row.
That'd be sick.
And then just because I don't think there's really a good way to do predictions. Devolver Digital is also the same night, which they always have an amazing show. But I don't.
Their show is always so kooky, man.
What is it?
It's always
Devolver
like super
Digital?
out there. It makes me think of Adult Swim.
Yeah, it's very Adult Swim. Yeah, that's a good way to think about it.
They just launched that Gato Roboto game.
Makes sense.
I don't know much about Devolver Digital, to be honest.
And I don't mean to take away from them because I know that they'll have some awesome announcements, but I don't think there's just any way to predict what they would show. So moving into what's that?
Excuse me. Enter the Gungeon. Enter the Gungeon 2.
Yeah.
See that? Because they stopped making DLC for it.
Now with online co-op.
Right.
Yes, please.
That'd be awesome.
Please give me Enter the Gungeon 2. Like, the Gungeoning. I don't care. I'll do it.
It's perfect.
But the next day is, I believe, starts with Ubisoft and then into Square. So to kick things off with Ubisoft, I haven't seen too many rumors around Ubisoft. The only one I have seen is that they will be making a roller derby game. I don't know if you guys have seen that.
No.
Yeah, there's actually like key art and everything for it.
Interesting.
So that's interesting. I'd be interested to see how it plays. Like I'm not taking away from it. I'm just wasn't anything I expected. So
yeah, that's strange.
Yeah, that'll be interesting.
Why not?
Did their pirate game ever come out?
I don't think it's come out yet. I was actually just about to ask that. Did it actually release?
I think so.
I don't even remember what it's called. Like I played the
Skulls
beta.
and Bones.
Skulls and Bones. Yeah, I want to say it came out. I'm not sure. I'll have to look in that. I'm almost certain that it did.
Skulls and Bones.
Yeah, Sweet Tarts, Skulls and Bones.
I don't remember it coming out because I would have bought it.
Let's see. Everybody's checking their phone right now. I'm
I
sure.
know.
Nope, it
what
just says
it's called,
2019, so no, it has not come out
So
yet.
it's not out yet?
It is not out yet.
Just 2019.
I honestly think a majority of the show is going to be Beyond Good and Evil 2.
Yep, that's a good one.
That's going to be a good block of the show.
Oh yeah.
I think Miyamoto may come out on that one again and be like, "Hey, we're making a Rabbids game together with them again." I'm just being real. Just Dance 2020.
We'll get Just Dance
or 2019, whatever is out right now. I'm not too sure. It's too much.
It's like Cars, man. They always do the year ahead, right?
Yeah. Yep. What did I have on here? Oh, the Viking, Assassin's Creed.
Oh yeah.
Oh
yeah.
Since that was kind of teased at or hinted at in the last game, I think they'll at least have a teaser for this one in this show. Just because we've got all these other game conferences coming out. I'm sure they'll show more at the other conferences just because they'll have a little more control over it.
Right.
And I think they'll end it with Splinter Cell.
Oh my god. Don't get I know we're going to get Ghost Recon or,
Yeah, the new Ghost Recon. Yeah, I forgot about that. That one actually looks pretty sick.
It looks
with,
solid.
John Bernthal?
I wouldn't care. If I get a new Splinter Cell, I'm going to lose my fucking mind.
Yeah. I honestly think we're going to get a new Splinter Cell. Like, it's time. Like, they've teased at it and hinted at it so much. Hell, they may even show that at the Xbox conference.
Please. The whole
true.
The whole theater goes dark.
Except for the three.
Yeah.
Night vision.
Do you think that's all we're gonna get? Like, it's just gonna be like that, and then it just like cuts?
No, I think there'll be a full-on trailer.
Oh, we'll get a trailer.
Cool.
But I think mainly, we'll get the release date for Beyond Good and Evil 2. That's what I'm looking forward to the most.
Yeah. I mean, they've talked about Beyond Good and Evil 2 for so long now.
For so long.
And seen because we actually saw the gameplay last year, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it looked gorgeous.
Absolutely. But we've only seen one world, and this game has 5 worlds, from what I am understanding, from what I remember.
Okay.
So I'm gonna shit bricks when I watch that show for sure.
Nice.
Like, everyone needs to be in chat to see that, because I will legit cry. Beyond Good and Evil is like one of my all-time favorites, and I just recently replayed through it, and it's amazing. Absolutely.
This is a prequel, right?
Correct. Yeah, it's a prequel to the first game. Mm-hmm.
I hate when games get numbered like that. It's number 2, but it's a prequel.
I think they dropped the 2.
Oh, did they?
I think so.
Interesting.
Since technically it is a prequel, but
because of you, Trevor. They dropped it because of you.
It doesn't make sense.
They heard you talking shit.
This isn't Back to the Future, or is it?
Oh.
But nonetheless, I've been trying to keep up with that game. I'm really upset that I couldn't get into the Space Monkey program because they're doing some incredible stuff with that game, and it's looking fantastic.
Is that the thing where they take art from people and then they...
No, so... actually, yeah, I think that might be it. I think if you got into that company thing that they're doing with Jason Gordon-Levitt, his company, can't remember the name of it, but yeah, I think if you actually like had one of your art pieces accepted, or your music or radio station, or however you're doing, or an asset into the game, I think that's how you got into the Space Monkey program. But if you were like a content creator for the game as well, you got into the Space Monkey program, which I still might try to do because it's a dream of mine.
There'd be a piece of you in there.
Monkey program. Exactly.
A piece of
like,
you
I'm kind of upset that I didn't make anything for the game. Like, I wish I would have. I don't care if it's a piece of art. I don't care if it's my voice.
Graffiti on the side of the building.
Yeah, graffiti. Yeah, like that game just looks absolutely incredible, and it's a true piece of art, and I'm so excited for that game to come out.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the thing I'm most excited for is Assassin's Creed. Just with it being the Viking era. I mean, granted, I still have to get around to Odyssey, which I really want to play. It all just comes back to time.
Well, they just keep they're getting back in that yearly thing now.
Yeah.
They need to stop.
Yeah, which they said they were going to get away from. But I don't know, maybe we get just a teaser and they're like, it's not coming out till 2020
or next console. That'd be fine.
Console, yeah, next gen.
Yeah, I can see that. The next console. I'm not in any hurry. I'm excited that it's Vikings. I think that'll be a lot of fun. I still think what's the phrase I'm looking for? Japan samurais.
Ninja.
For Honor?
No. Like a time frame. Shit.
Like
it's not
like
coming
the
to me.
Edo.
Like you're talking about
like
the
Imperial
Feudal.
Thank you.
Feudal era Japan.
Yep. Thank you, Trey. That's exactly what I was looking for.
They had one. It was on
but
PSP.
I think it was the. And then they like remade it to where you could play it on Xbox, but it's not the same.
It's not the same. I know what you mean. Like you want like a fully realized
for sure
Edo or.
But I don't.
Stuff like
maybe
that.
Maybe Ghost of Tsushima will fill that void.
Like
in
you
my heart.
want straight up like Samurai Champloo.
Yeah.
The game.
Yeah. Fuck it up, man.
I'd love Samurai Champloo as a game. Oh my god.
Yeah, that'd be sick. Oh yeah, that was Assassin's Creed China, maybe. I think. Was it China or Japan?
I want to say it was Japan, but I could be wrong.
Okay. Well, regardless, Assassin's Creed, I'm a fan. I would like to see more. I really loved Origins.
Me too. I still need to beat that.
But other than that, I don't think there's a whole lot that you guys haven't covered that I expect to see. Maybe they'll go over that Starlink game that they did with like Star
Fox.
Like
DLC announcements or something.
Like maybe they'll announce
new
DLC
ships
or something.
No, they stopped production on those ships. By the way.
Shit!
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Never mind.
Skylanders coming back.
Right.
Honestly, though, probably. To be honest, like it's going to be like they'll probably make some kind of cross, like all of the games, so that all your figures work, and it's just going to work that way.
Skylanders, for what it was actually fun.
I've heard it was pretty cool.
My biggest complaint about it, and it's my fault. It's not the game's fault. The game did exactly what it was supposed to do. It was geared towards kids, and it was a very easy kids dungeon crawler game. So it was perfect for that.
Yep.
There wasn't a challenge for me, so I got bored with it, but it was neat. It was a great concept. It was fun, but it wasn't challenging. But that's okay because it's meant for kids, so it did well.
We loved the collectible.
Oh, that's what it was. 90% of it was that.
We'd be opening up inventory boxes at work and be like, "Oh shit, look at this one!
This fucking guy's badass. I'm buying it. Do you own it? Nope, I'm buying it."
Do you remember walking over to Walmart looking for the gold figures?
Oh, dude, yep. And the worst, and we say this, but the worst thing in the world was when someone brought in a bag full of them to trade in. Like, that was the worst thing ever.
Because there's nothing to scan. You just got to type them in. Perfect. Thank you so much. And or also, the trash bags full of just discs. No cases or anything, just discs.
Just discs.
I want to say we'll get a new Rayman game.
That's possible.
Oh. Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yep.
Like an adventure game, because Rayman 2 was an adventure game, and it was awesome. But that's it. That's all I can think of. That was the last thing. On to the next show.
Well, the next one is one that I'm pretty excited for.
Is it the PC gaming show?
Square Enix.
Oh, yeah.
Oh wait. I think we'll also get Division 2 news.
Oh yeah, we'll definitely get Division 2 news.
Like
DLC for sure.
Yeah, like DLC.
About how well that game is doing. I'm sure we will.
Wait, did that new not Fallout, Far Cry come out already?
I think so.
I think it did.
Okay. I feel like that came out, like it was announced and came out so quick.
Yeah,
it's hard to keep track. But yes, anyways, on to Square Enix, one that I'm very excited for, mainly because they are finally giving us information on Marvel's Avengers.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yep.
So to back up a little bit, they're doing a show at the E3 Coliseum, which is just kind of like a extra part of E3 that you can go and there's different panels. It's basically just panels. And Marvel's Avengers is one of those panels to where they're going to talk more about what they announce on Monday. So they originally kind of leaked a bunch of gameplay information, not a lot, but they mentioned it'll be a co-op game with lots of customizations, and it takes place in an era like after the Avengers are like at their prime. So this is like, we don't know the details, right? Is this a world without the Avengers? Like, after, have the Avengers fallen and we make our custom heroes? Is this like like a DC universe esque thing that we're going with.
Okay, look, I wouldn't be opposed if it was a DC Online
DC Online
game. The reason being is DC Online is it's a very vanilla MMO. Okay, that's what it is. And as much as I'm not a fan of it, I respect it because it's just a very vanilla MMO.
Yeah.
But the concept behind it's really neat. So I wouldn't mind something like that in the Marvel universe that's coming out now. Like with today's technology and what they can do now, it would be great.
The cloud.
Right. So with that in mind, with what they've already, because they've removed that information since then, with that leak in mind, Trey, what do you want this Marvel game to bring to the table?
Honestly, I haven't read into any of the leaks, so I have no idea. I'm
just asking what you want. What you want?
What I want out of it?
Mm-hmm.
Very story heavy. I don't really care about customizing. Like, I would maybe want to be able to tree branch like different characters. So like, let's say I start off with Peter Parker, and then like you have the decision. Okay, do I go with Captain America or do I go with Iron Man? And then somehow it's like, some kind of pseudo Civil War thing happens, and it's like comes back together. Okay, do I want to play as Iron Man on this side, or do I want to go with like Wolverine? Okay, I go with Wolverine. Sort of like branching out so you can play different characters that way. But I mean, of course, everyone's going to hold it to the standard of like Arkham game, like a Batman Arkham game. So that's kind of where I'm holding that standard to, is like a solid, depending on what character it's going to be centered around, or if you're choosing your own hero, like what that's going to be like. So I just have no idea.
Yeah.
So I'm not too sure what to expect, but I'm excited.
What about you, Tim?
I want to be Thanos. And I'm just
okay.
I'm just joking.
You just need one button, right?
One button. That's it. No, I want the game to be almost, and it's going to sound really weird because I don't want it to be what's the one coming to the Switch?
Ultimate.
I don't want it to be Ultimate Alliance, right? Because we have Ultimate Alliance coming, so I don't want it to be Ultimate Alliance. I want it to be a game where, like, let's say you get to pick like Cap or Iron Man or a main person. Mm-hmm. I want it to be a game to where if I'm a big Iron Man fan and that's what I am, I get to play as Iron Man, and the more I play as Iron Man, it will show. I get to level up. I get to make my guy better. This does stronger, and that's who I get to be, and it can show. Like if I jump in a game with you guys, like, oh wow, his Iron Man is level 62, is to where yours is only 1, and here's the differences. I have nanotech now, is where you have basic bitch suit. Stuff like that. Like I want a game. It needs to have replay value. And as much as I love a good story, and I want it to have a good story, it needs to have more than just a good story. Because I want it's an Avengers game. How big are the Avengers right now? They're huge. So I want to have a reason to go back and keep playing it. And maybe there's a level cap, of course, but then I can play Cap, and I want to level him up. I want there to be replayability. I want it to be very action heavy. I don't want it to be very boring, which is what I felt like DC Online was. It was just boring.
So my thing too that I wanted to bring up is that it's made by Crystal Dynamics.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's in Eidos, which is the same company that made Deus Ex.
Okay.
And those are great.
Those are great games. Very beautiful fucking games.
Exactly. So that's what I'm like.
Yeah.
Please be good.
Just be fun. Please have a good story, of course. We all want that. I would assume the story is not going to have anything to do with the MCU version, right? Like, I would assume it's its own thing.
It's possible. It could kind of lead into the MCU, but who knows?
But like, I just want it to be fun. I want to have reasons to keep playing. I want it to be fun, and I want it to have a good story. Yeah. I want to have a reason to like log on to it, like I do with Fallout every day.
Sure,
I totally agree.
What about you, Trevor? Trevor?
I really don't know. I agree that I want to play as different heroes. I would like it. I don't know if I would prefer it if it's done in chapters, to where like, okay, for this first bit you play as Iron Man, and then you go on to the next chapter of the storyline where you're playing as someone else.
Yeah.
It's hard to envision this game with basically no knowledge, because we're basically working with a blank slate.
Good news.
Yeah, I mean that's
1 week.
excited about.
Yeah, I'm definitely excited to see more. We don't know if it's, third person, if it's gauntlet style. We don't we don't know what's
Just don't be first person, please.
I would love it to be a dungeon crawler. That would be even better. Like a
an
Diablo-esque.
Avengers dungeon crawler.
I mean, that's what Ultimate Alliance is.
Oh, so okay. Yeah.
So beyond the Avengers game, what else do we expect to see from Square?
Dude, you already know. Final Fantasy VII release date. We're gonna see how many chapters there's gonna be. We're gonna see Tifa easily. That's gonna be like their big reveal is Tifa. I think we're gonna get Kingdom Hearts 3 DLC news.
That would be cool. Because they have said they're doing like an extra story chapter and more bosses and stuff.
And then I think they're gonna end it with Final Fantasy 16 tease.
Ooh,
This
wow.
rumored female protagonist, Final Fantasy 16. So,
I'm okay with that. I would 100% be okay with getting a Final Fantasy 16.
I think that's gonna be the case, but that's just me.
I loved 15. 15 was amazing. I had such a great time.
More
with 15.
Octopath. More Octopath would be sick. I could see that.
Ooh.
Actually, didn't they? They just ported it to iOS and Android, right?
The Pocket Edition.
Okay, and then I think it's rumored that a second one may be coming out.
Nice. That'd be cool.
I just look. I was excited about Final Fantasy VII Remake until I found out the combat system. I'm not excited for that. Like when I think Final Fantasy VII and a good Final Fantasy game, I think of a turn-based game.
Did you play 15?
I did. That's why I didn't like it so much.
You didn't? Okay.
Like-
That's what I was just going to ask what you thought.
Like it wasn't a bad game, but like I like turn-based games, and other than what Octopath Traveler, we don't get that very often. Like so.
Yeah.
Like I was really hoping that 7 would at least let me experience the game. It was, and I just can't.
I think it'll
knows,
be
Tim?
interesting to
knows?
experience the
Maybe
game in
it'll
new
be-
light for those that have played it.
Of course, and I'm
Maybe
sure it's
there
gonna
will
be
be
good.
2 modes of the game.
That'd be cool.
Ooh.
Maybe
that'd be
there's one
interesting.
for those traditional people, and then there's a version that you can play the action-oriented one.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Still be the same game, but a flick of the switch, just be like, I want to play it turn-based, I want to play it action-y.
Like, and I'm sure it's going to be great. Like, don't let my opinions. I mean, I'm sure it's going to be great. It's going to be beautiful. It's going to be all these things
Sure.
that people are looking forward to be. But for me to personally, I'm not going to get it. Like, I'm not going to get it because I don't want that. If I want an action game, I'll go play Devil May Cry.
So two questions for either of you, because we already know that it's going to be episodic.
Yep.
How many episodes do you think it'll be split into? And how much do you think the full game will cost? So you can either give me cost broken
Better
down
be
by
some-
episode, or you can give me the total cost.
7 episodes.
7 episodes. What about you, Tim?
3 episodes, $20 a piece.
And cost for you, Trey?
I don't know, man. That's tough. That's tough.
I know.
Because it's
I'm
rumored
asking
that
tough
there's,
questions.
from the rumors that I've seen, and it's really bad, but I've heard it's 6 episodes, $60 a piece.
For a
Rumor.
story
I know
that's
that was a
already
part
been
of-
told, mind you.
I know that that's part
It's
of that
rumored.
4chan leak. I can't foresee them doing that. I can't foresee someone spending like $240
On a remake.
on a remake.
Okay, but how many times have people bought Skyrim? How
Well,
many times have people
but-
bought Super Mario World?
But so that's for a full game though. This is you're buying a portion of a game for $60.
Right.
Okay.
You know?
A portion of
I
a
see what you're
game that has been out for a long time. Like even Skyrim is like $30 when it launched
but
on
they're-
Xbox. You know, like
But they were talking about how much they've like changed it so much. Like
but it's
they're
still
already
the same
talking about
story.
they're already talking about like you're going to be able to explore Midgar. You were never able to do that in the game. You're going to be able to explore, all these other like nooks and crannies of these worlds that are within Final Fantasy VII that you were never able to do before.
Okay, so you're talking scale. That's why it's
Yeah.
going to cost so much.
Yes,
World of
scale
War-
wise, it's going to be huge.
Like World of Warcraft, base World of Warcraft. The scale of that, how big is that? Large, $60.
So you think what, like $10
I'm saying
for each
it
one?
would be unjust for them to release a game that expensive just because of size.
Nobody's ever done anything like that before.
Yeah.
People would lose their mind.
Yeah. I mean, I would pay for it, but that's just me.
I'm leaning more towards the 1999.
Yeah, I could see 1999 being a thing for sure. That's fair.
That's
if
a
they
break
price.
it down into 3 chapters. If they do more, you're going to have to lessen the cost because I'm sure there's less per chapter at that point.
$15, 5 chapters.
$15, 5 chapters.
That's still,
I think so.
If it's over 60, I'm going to call bullshit on it. That's all I'm saying.
I agree. Yeah, I'm
not saying it won't be, Trey. I'm not saying
the
you're
max
wrong.
that you can charge for.
That's fine. I just think the amount of time that they've taken on this, now that they have like the base game, the models of the characters, the models of the game, I think they'll come out in more of a rapid fashion.
I hope we get some good news next week. I really do.
We'll see. That's all I'll say.
Yeah.
Kingdom Hearts, Final Fantasy 16.
I think if it was more than $60, it's going to do a lot of bad in the gaming world, because then if people accept it, then it's okay for places to do that stuff.
Yeah, it sets a dangerous precedent.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, if we move on to
did
other
Ubisoft
things
make
besides
Dying Light?
fun, huh?
Did Square Enix, who made? Never mind. I was talking. The Dying Light came up, so I was curious about that. But never mind.
Well, I was going to show this. Did you see this today? Outriders.
Mm-mm.
Oh yeah.
The Square teased that today. It just says initialize cryostasis wake up procedure. So some sort of sci-fi-esque game. It's only like a 15-second thing, but I'm excited to see more of that.
Yeah, I'm all about some new IPs.
Yeah, no idea what it is, but I'm excited. I'm as much as people love like nostalgic remakes. I'm excited for Final Fantasy VII mainly because I've never played it. And I know other people will get more out of it than I will. I'm still excited to see remakes and remasters, but something new like this is always, in my opinion, more exciting because nobody knows what to expect.
A new Chrono Trigger.
Trigger.
That's my screwball.
That's your out of left field.
Out of left field. Yep.
Yeah. I don't know. Anything else from you, Tim, that you want to see from Square? Because we've already kind of talked about what they've announced so far. Any wild predictions?
Not really. Square is not one of my bigger people I care about. So if only Capcom had a press conference.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Oof.
Well, I mean, you guys pretty much already covered what I want to see more of. So that might be a good spot to jump into maybe some that don't fall under those larger press conferences specifically. Like I know a few people in chat have brought out Dying Light 2, getting more information on that.
Would be great.
Would love to get some more Dying Light 2 info, and kind of in the same sense, I want more information on Dead Island 2.
I hope it's not dead. I looked up it, and it still says it's alive.
No, because I forgot that Square Enix actually bought out that company, didn't they? Quicksilver?
Maybe.
Quicksilver? Did they?
I think so.
Both really. Dying
right.
Light and Dead Island were just great games.
So we want more information on 2 zombie games. Let's just do maybe we do round robin, and then we'll jump into Nintendo. Tim, what's something that you want to see from E3 that maybe we haven't discussed that doesn't fall under one of the larger conferences? 5 seconds.
One of 2 things. They're both kind of the same thing. Resident Evil 8 information, Resident Evil 3 remake information. One of the 2. I think we'll see 8 before we see 3 because that would make sense.
Keep it in a pattern.
Keep it in a pattern like that, and I'm okay with that. But I want something. I mean, just keep giving me Resident Evil stuff. This has been great. I'm okay with it. Or Dragon's Dogma 2.
What about you, Trey? What's something you want to see we haven't covered yet?
Well, I was going to cover it in the Sony one, but
I don't think we're doing Sony because Sony's not going to be there.
Well, if they had their state of play, okay,
They're not going to be there. They haven't even announced the state of play.
It's not there, Trey.
whatever.
They're dead.
They're dead. Sony's dead.
Anyways, I would like to hear about Marvel's Capcom. I know it's not going to happen, but if it does happen, then I will shit bricks.
You'll lose it.
Shenmue.
Oh,
More
yeah.
information on Shenmue.
That's been 3 years now? 2 years?
Yeah. Modern Warfare, of course. I'd like to see more Modern Warfare news.
Yes.
I'm sure we're going to see that in PlayStation's not state of play, not during E3.
So excited for crossplay for that. That's
going to be
huge.
amazing. Trying to look at my list here.
Like that was a fight Sony knew.
There's more fighting game stuff, man. Like I would love to hear more about like the next season of Tekken, but I think all the fighting game news is gonna like not be announced until Evo. So
That makes
that's
sense.
just me. I can't think of any other games that I would be looking forward to until I don't know. Until we get to the end here of Nintendo's, but
Yeah. I definitely have a lot for Nintendo, that's for sure.
yes,
But
I do too.
as always, I have to throw Rocksteady out there, man. I want another DC game. It doesn't have to be Batman. It can be just. I've heard rumors of a Red Hood and the Outlaws. I've heard rumors of Suicide Squad. I don't care what they make just because they make it so well. Give me some other DC heroes, and I'll be fine. But if it is another Batman, still perfectly fine with that too. Because if it's not broken, don't fix, or if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yep, that's the right terminology.
So I don't know. They've been quiet since like 2015. So
Yeah.
I'm hoping that they've been
Yeah,
cooking
dang,
something
that's
up, and maybe we can get a teaser, if not an announcement for maybe like a 2020 release or something. I want to see more. I know Kenny just mentioned it, but I want to see more Outer Worlds. I think Trey said that we'll probably see that at Microsoft. All the crazy indie games are always fun to see. I know Microsoft always does a good job at that.
Chrome Hounds 2. I say it every year because it's a dead studio and it's never going to happen, but I'd love to see Chrome Hounds 2.
Oh shit! I forgot one for Ubisoft, and I can't believe I forgot it. Watch Dogs 3. There's rumors. Not that it's something I'm like highly anticipating or really excited for, but I think there's rumors with the last update that kind of place it the setting being in London.
The game for both games kind of botched. Like
It kind of fell flat. I never played the second one, but I definitely felt that way with the first one.
Yeah,
it was fun for a little bit, but nothing that really, in my mind, stood out a whole lot.
Right.
I don't know. I'm trying not to. Besides Nintendo, I feel like I always go in with huge expectations for Nintendo, but everyone else, I just kind of like let it roll, man. Like there's a few things here and there that I really want to see, like a new game from Rocksteady. I'm excited to get some more Borderlands 3 information. The few other games that we mentioned, but beyond that,
a new Sonic game. That's what I want.
Sonic the movie game.
I want Sonic
the
Adventure
Hedgehog.
3.
Yes.
That's what I want. Give me Sonic Adventure 3, updated Chow Garden. Allow me to take care of my Chow on my mobile device, and I'm done. That's it.
Never see Trevor again.
Until Animal Crossing comes out. Then you'll see me come get my Switch, and then you'll never see me again.
Right.
But I know we are, as expected, we're already over the hour mark here. So let's jump into Nintendo, where we, on an annual basis, crush our own hearts.
Every time.
So before we get into Nintendo's E3 conference, I want to just touch real briefly on their Direct a week earlier, 2 days from now. So Wednesday the 5th. They're doing a Sword and Shield Nintendo Direct, which I'm excited for two reasons. One, I'm just really excited for Sword and Shield. It's the first mainline game on the Switch. And it also means that they're not going to talk about it at E3, which means we get a lot more information for other things. So I'm really excited to see what they bring with Sword and Shield.
Sword and Shield.
Sword and Wield. What do you guys think we'll see on Wednesday? Just real quick. Do you think we'll see Starter Evolutions? Do you think we'll get release date? Yeah. What are you expecting?
Release date, Starter Evolutions, new Pokemon.
They'll show more about the cloud service, like how that's going to work to trade with friends and stuff. They'll go more into that.
I'm excited for that. When they announced that was probably one of my most hyped up announcements from their press conference.
I just feel I can like sleep with my Pokemon from Pokemon Go and Let's Go is cheap.
What?
That's right, folks. You heard it here. You can sleep with your Pokemon.
That's kind of.
What do you say about it being cheap?
I just think it's cheap.
What do you think? What is cheap?
Using Pokemon from Let's Go and.
I see what you're saying now.
Like I can't tell you how many days and hours on my freaking Pokemon, and you just bring a Pokemon over that is simple because it's that easy to get. Like, it's cheap.
I get it, man. I don't know.
Yep.
Look, I'm from the competitive side.
Let's go into their main conference.
Thank you,
then.
Tim.
So
I'm with you on that one. That's what I missed.
The good old days.
The good old days. The classic Pokemon.
So I already know everybody knows what I'm going to go into. So Tim, you started off. What would you like to see from Nintendo's E3 Direct?
So me personally, out of everything we know and everything we're coming up, and I'm probably the only one actually looking forward to this. Animal Crossing looks like I'm so sorry.
Fuck you.
I would like to say more. So for the longest time, ever since forever ago, I've been saying I want Mario Maker 2. And now I got it, so I really don't know what else to really throw out there, right?
Like, true.
What do I want?
I've
got everything I need.
I know we're not going to see more of that. I think that's done. I mean,
the year of Tim.
I don't think we're going to see it. But other than that, I would love to see more information on like what was it? It was shown off. It was really neat. Pokemon Masters. I want to like that looked great. Of course, I hope that they do more with like the whole Xbox stuff. I hope they see a little bit of stuff on that. But like if I'm being dead honest, like, and I know it's your thing, Trevor, like I do, but like Animal Crossing is probably the biggest thing because I love Animal Crossing myself, right? I mean, we spent time, we competed in fishing things, like we bug catching, like
we spent a lot of extra time.
We did
a lot of early time.
It's just a game you lose yourself in. And I'm not a big like I'm not like against Metroid by any means. I know it's good. I've just never gotten into that series myself, right? I don't think we're gonna get Kirby. I don't think we're gonna get another Kirby.
Okay.
I don't think we're gonna get another Yoshi announcement. So I'm trying to think of like their big games that are coming out. Did they last year? I know they did Donkey Kong Country, like a remake for the Switch.
Tropical Freeze.
Yeah. I would like to see a new Donkey Kong Country because I'm a big Donkey Kong Country fan. I do like that. But I mean, off the top of my head, I guess I can't think of anything. You guys will probably say something, and I'll be like, oh yeah, that. But like Animal Crossing. Pokemon Masters I'd like to see more of, like a lot. Those are like realistically speaking from Nintendo all I can really think of right now.
Yeah.
Pokemon MMO just because why not? I ask for it every year. Let's just throw that in there.
I think that's what Masters is going to be, but for phones.
I can't really think of a whole lot I want from Nintendo. Maybe just Animal Crossing. Finally. I don't know, man. It's so close that it just doesn't feel real.
Trevor, when that game was getting announced, I will never forget our Discord. You were in such like pain, and I think physical.
You know how
pain.
pissed I was? The emotional roller coaster I had to go through at work. My heart almost stopped. Right? Huh?
That's when they announced Isabelle, wasn't it?
Yeah, they announced Isabelle.
Trevor got trolled so hard.
So it starts off and everyone's like, "Oh, Animal Crossing for the Switch." Then they're like, "Nope, it's Smash Brothers." Then they're like, "Nope, it's we've got Animal Crossing for the Switch too."
Yeah.
That was the worst and best night of my life.
Mario Party expansion is actually cool. I forgot about that. That'd be a big one.
Oh, that'd be cool. Yeah.
Like online support for actual games. Okay, go on. I'm sorry.
Yeah, add online support to Mario Party, add additional boards, add additional mini games. I think that's maybe where they lose out, because they start with these great base games. Mario Kart is another example that they just kind of let fall off the wayside there. And I'm not saying it's easy. I don't want to be an armchair developer, but why not instead of working on Mario Kart 8, why not keep the great baseline game that you have? Because Nintendo's not trying to like up it graphically, right? They're already at a pretty great place. Why not just add DLC packs? I know they did that on the on the Wii U. I think is that what Mario Kart 8 came out on originally?
Yeah, Wii U.
Yes.
Where they added the additional racers and some courses. Keep that up on the Switch. Add additional courses on Mario Kart. They are doing a great job with that on Mario Tennis, I will say. Mm-hmm. So maybe they're I think they're getting a little more used to the idea of DLC. We even saw that with Breath of the Wild. Yeah. We see that with Smash Brothers now. So I'm hoping that they continue that trend and we see that in more and more of their games.
What do you want from Animal Crossing, Trevor?
What do I want? I just want it. As far as features go, there's not really a whole, I haven't really, to be completely honest, haven't thought about anything in addition to what they already have that I want. I would like the idea to maybe merge towns into, I guess you'd call it like a village. Like to where, like a community, to where okay, this square is my town, but then if you go north, you can actually head into Tim's town,
and you can see the update.
To the
what's that? And you can see if so it might not look like a whole lot different, but then when I get on, you can see me because I'm online with you, and if I did something when you were offline, you can just go there. Oh, hey, Tim put some trees over here that weren't there yesterday. You can. Yeah. That would be really neat. I think that's the best way to do it.
And you could change your privacy settings to where, okay, I've signed up to where, okay, I'm going to be south of Tim's town, but I'm not going to Tim can come here, but he doesn't have the ability to dig shit up or plant trees. But if you want them to, you can add like a best friend to where they have the ability to do those kinds of things. And then maybe Tim's friends with someone that I'm not friends with. And we don't give them the ability to come to my town.
Animal Crossing gated communities.
Right, gated communities for Animal Crossing. I'm not going down that path. I don't know. I like the diving that they added last time. That was pretty cool. I can't think of what they would add that I don't have already from New Leaf. New Leaf is pretty great.
Integration with the app.
That'd be interesting. I just lost interest with the app.
It was just boring.
Just to give you another opportunity to get bells,
Right, sure.
Say online you log into
online competitions could be cool.
Even for because correct me if I'm wrong, Trevor. For New Leaf, let's say you did a fishing competition, right? And it was between the hours of 8 and 9 or whatever, right? Mm-hmm. It was still only it wasn't judged. There wasn't a person out there who could beat you. It was still single player. That competition was just you, right?
Yeah.
So even if it's a competition where okay, it's just a 1 hour competition, but you're pitted up against real people, so you're trying to catch more fish than other people, and you can see their progress, so you can know, okay, hey, no, I gotta go. And I think because they have their new Nintendo online service that I think they really need to give you a purpose to have, and I think they're trying to do that with a lot of their games, and Animal Crossing is one of those amazingly good casual game that you can spend tons of time in if they add the right support.
Yeah. Yep, I agree. We definitely need the online there. Animal Crossing is about this town that whether you're a mayor or you're just a resident, it's about that community and that town that you that you build. You should be able to do that with friends.
Right. What if you had a thing, Trevor, to where you can have, I'm going to totally go Fallout 76 on you here real quick.
Here we go.
But you can design, because you can create shirts and you can create things. So what if you could make shirts and you have a vendor outside of your house that people online, they can't mess with your village, but they can go and see and be like, oh man, look at this shirt this guy or this random person I don't know make. It's only 10 bells. Sweet, I'll take it. Like, and you would get online and be like, hey, you sold 8 shirts. Here's $70.
Didn't they have something like that with it was the llamas? Like you could put, you remember the llamas in New Leaf? You could like craft things with them, but I'm pretty sure you could put stuff up for just pretty much put it up for sale. So that I think they have that, but it's basically like their shop.
Right. So I'm just thinking like,
I want to be able to expand the house way further, like a ridiculous amount, like
a mansion.
I don't want to be the mayor, by the way.
I
was not a fan of being the mayor.
So I get that because I would agree. I think I'd like to go back to being a villager, but also I still want the ability to customize the town. I know what I want. I want landscaping. I want to be able to, and you still have to pay for this stuff. It's not like you can just like sculpt your town for free, but
you need to be able to have a reason for
add a waterfall, change the course of the river, add hills. I think you should be able to sculpt a little bit for a pretty hefty price. Yeah. Like it should be pretty expensive.
Because that's the point. That's the thing about like games like that. With it being as casual as it is, you need a reason to keep playing it. So prices for certain things need to be high because if you go into someone's village and their place is fucking just amazing looking, you would think to yourself, dude had to put so much time into this game. Like look at his reward for this.
Yeah.
Yep. 100%. So beyond a few like, and these are just like, it'd be cool if they had it. There's not a whole lot I want other than just give it. I'm ready. I'm ready for Animal Crossing.
Animal Crossing, Trey?
Yeah, absolutely.
What about yourself? I know we kind of talked a lot, but
I think just having like a cohesive world. I don't even know, man. It's kind of because I'm still thinking of like old days of like friend passing and stuff like that. Of like you'd pass by people and then you'd be like, oh, okay, this person's town is here. I want to go to this person's town because they're here, like next to me or whatever. But I don't think that's a thing anymore with the Switch. But I don't know, man. It's a tough call with Animal Crossing. There's just so much that you could do. I don't know, man. I don't know what to expect for Animal Crossing.
Beyond Animal Crossing,
I want a red panda.
Red panda villager. More villager types. Villager.
Yeah. Give me more animal types for sure. 100%. I want a creepy fish guy. You know,
creepy fish man.
Yeah,
with a bowl over his head so he doesn't.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
It'd be cute.
I'm down with that. Well, just for the sake of time, just moving past Animal Crossing. A few other things. I know they've had to restart on Metroid Prime 3, but I do hope that there's enough existing that to give us something, whether it's a teaser trailer, gameplay, whatever it is. Because last time we just got the logo. I'm ready to see a little bit more with what they're doing with. Sorry, I said 3, didn't I?
Yes.
Metroid Prime 4. I apologize.
You think it's 3 of them?
I do. It's because Bayonetta 3. I keep thinking of that, which is another game I'm excited to see more of. I'd like to see something with Bayonetta 3. As far as maybe some surprises along the way, I'm going to say it every time, just like Animal Crossing. Mother 3.
Yeah.
Mario Sunshine remake, because every year I say the same thing.
Yeah, because Mario Sunshine's one of the best.
It's the best.
Yeah, it would. I would like to see. Or
Mario
I don't know.
Sunshine 2,
Maybe it's too soon for another mainline Mario game. Maybe we have to give that some time. I don't think we'll see anything Zelda, like anything mainline Zelda. I think
we'll get more of the new one. What's
Link's
the one?
Awakening.
We'll get some information on Link's Awakening, I'm sure. There's a few things that I won't take away from Trey because I know he wants to bring those up. I'll leave those for him. Trey, you take it over. I talked a lot about Animal Crossing.
Okay, so
there's a few things that I know we've talked about already.
We're obviously going to get Smash Brothers news. Easily. Like, it's not going to be at EVO. That's just, like, not their shtick. They usually stick with, like, announcing things on their own time.
Yeah.
So I think if this Xbox partnership thing happens, I think, we're going to get a Minecraft stage At least I don't think I cannot see us getting Minecraft Steve as a character.
Yes.
If it happens, I'm gonna demand my money back.
Why?
Because I don't want Minecraft Steve as a character. Are you kidding me?
You get. I
Hell
mean,
no.
you have. Okay, you have Villager.
Okay. Villager's awesome. Villager's a Nintendo property.
I get it.
He's got
but,
so much of a moveset.
Snake isn't necessarily a Nintendo property.
And he's a
Bayonetta
fighter.
isn't necessarily a Nintendo property.
I know. This is the ultimate crossover game, Tim.
I'm just saying you can't expect this partnership to go there without someone being like, hey, can you put one of our characters in this game? Or what if we get Marcus Phoenix in?
Tim. Rare is owned by Microsoft. And you know what Rare had before that? Nintendo.
Okay.
Nintendo had Rare.
So you want Banjo.
And you know what was on Nintendo 64? Banjo-Kazooie. Banjo for Smash.
Banjo for Smash.
That is the only probable character. Unless they decide to do Master Chief, which would be kind
I
of
want
cool.
Marcus Phoenix. I'll fight you.
I'll fight you.
All right.
As long as nobody wants Goku or Sora.
Goku is already cut out. He's already like, what's his name? Sakurai. He did an interview. He's like, no, like he's sticking to the game verse of things. Goku's not gonna happen.
Yeah, I don't want either of them in there.
I think we'll get
Sora
Minecraft
in there.
Steve.
I don't want Goku
But
in
Banjo is the biggest connection between Microsoft
What about
and
Cuphead?
Nintendo.
Because they just got that game on Switch. It was like a celebration.
Let me dream, Tim. Let me dream.
We can have both.
I could see a Cuphead stage. I would love a Cuphead stage. I think that would be kind of cool.
I think that would be cool.
That would be
I would
deadly.
still honest.
That would be a very deadly stage. Like
I would like Shovel Knight
that'd be
still.
cool.
Shovel Knight's cool.
Yeah, I would like Shovel Knight.
Shovel Knight would be cool.
But I think we'll get an announcement of at least our next character for the Smash Pass.
Okay.
But Banjo is like on my top tier of priority. Like, please, for the love of God. Oh, and I was gonna say during Xbox 2 that I forgot. Perfect Dark has been teased. But anyways,
Man, that's been a while. That's been a real long time.
Yeah, it has.
It was Xbox 360.
Bayonetta 3 for sure.
Yep.
Like they have to show some kind of gameplay for that. I know they have their new game. I forgot what the platinum game that they showed during the
Dragon Scale, Scalebound.
No, not that. Not Scalebound. Scalebound's not going to be on there. Bayo 3. More about that game that they talked about before, the other platinum game that's coming out before Bayo 3. Metroid Prime 4. They have to show us gameplay. I'm hoping they're going to confirm like some kind of demo. And I'd love to see a multiplayer, a Metroid multiplayer again, just like Hunters. Please.
Yeah,
Hunters
that was fun.
Awesome.
Of course, Animal Crossing, but that's besides the point. And I think since there's like 20-something new SKUs that came out, I think within those SKUs we're gonna get at least a new dock.
Oh, we're gonna get a new Nintendo. Yeah.
I think we're gonna get at least a new dock for, it's gonna have like extra dongles or extra USB slots. We're going to have a built-in Ethernet cable, like port, so you don't have to buy another accessory, because that's kind of messed up on Nintendo's part to me. I think they're going to announce the Xbox partnership there as well, or like reiterate it. Like, okay, you're going to have Game Pass on here.
Phil Spencer show up with theirs.
Yeah, Phil Spencer will show up in their show, and they're going to say like, with Game Pass you can play Cuphead, you can play Ori and the Blind Forest, you can play, all these other games except for like Halo or something like that. Like, maybe, I don't want to say it, maybe like a Gears 1 through 3 for the Switch.
Like the Game
something
Pass
that's Game Pass stuff. Some pretty simplified Game Pass stuff, just to test the waters. But then I think the last thing they're going to talk about, Virtual Console.
Ooh. Wow, the shoulder shrug from Trevor.
I think we will.
I can only pour my hope into one thing at a time. I've already lost so much hope from Virtual Console. It's all just been reallocated to Animal Crossing at this point. I would love to see it. I really would. I would love to see Virtual Console.
I think we could get Virtual Console just for the fact that we got the those the original Nintendo controllers that act as Switch or Switch controllers as well.
Joy-Cons.
Joy-Cons, yes. I could see them doing, Super Nintendo variant. If you want to have a Nintendo like Super Nintendo feel, I could see them doing GameCube games because you can use the adapter. Maybe they'll make, GameCube Joy-Cons so you can, slide in there. Huh?
So that'll look goofy as hell. I would love it.
They did it with original Nintendo controllers. Why not do it with GameCube?
We're gonna
I'm
get
just imagining like 2 full-size GameCube controllers just like on the side of my Switch.
No, dude, hang on.
We're gonna get a cheaper Switch. You guys know that's happening, right?
Like cut it in half.
No,
okay?
I know what you're saying. I just imagine 2
just cut it in
GameCube
half.
controllers because it's 2 full controllers for the NES.
Yes. Cut it in half and then just bam. So now you can play proper Smash Brothers with a GameCube controller on the go. You don't have to buy an extra, accessory, a third-party accessory to do that.
That'd be awesome.
Then you'd be able to play Kirby's Air Ride on the Switch. Maybe they come out with Kirby's Air Ride 2.
No one wants to play that.
A Kirby's BR? Are you kidding me? Who wouldn't play
Kirby's
that?
Kirby's Air Ride?
You are going to be the death of Trevor, or Trevor's going to be the death of you.
Game was not good.
Probably that way. Yeah, I think talking about the hardware, I would like to see kind of one on either end of the spectrum. I'd love to see a cheaper one that obviously doesn't have some of the features. And I would love to see something more expensive to where we get better battery life, better screen resolution, and then a higher quality dock like Trey mentioned. Built-in Ethernet, 4K and HDR support.
I heard the more expensive one got debunked completely.
Yeah, I heard that with all those rumors, I heard that they were only going to do one and it was going to be a cheaper version. Mm-hmm. That's just what I would like.
Of course.
Because if that's the case, then I already have
Switch Slim?
Then I already have the Switch that I want.
Switch Lite?
Switch Lite.
Switch SP? It unfolds?
Yeah, there you go.
That'd be cool. I'd
be interesting.
I'd probably buy it.
Any others? Because I know we're past the hour and a half mark here. What else do we expect to see from Nintendo, or do we want to see from Nintendo?
I would like to see some kind of 5G capability.
What is it?
5G capability.
Oh yeah, that would be huge.
I did forget to say that because that'd be awesome on the Switch. But also I forgot to mention it, Tim, when you were talking about cloud support. 5G is going to be key for cloud gaming. That's the only way that it's going to be successful, in my opinion. It's still scary, though. I think I mentioned it earlier with the Google Stravia or whatever it is.
Stadia?
Staravia, the Pokemon.
Yeah. Stadia's
okay. The fact that Snapchat and their drive services went down for a couple hours, I think it was yesterday, because they had cloud issues. That's going to suck if you're wanting to play a game or in the middle of gaming. I mean, right now you have to deal with huh?
It's going to be up to you to take that. You have to know that that's there's a chance of that. So make sure whatever you decide to play until 5G rolls out, because I'm sure, like you said, that'll be key. You have to make sure you take that chance. Because most of it will be Wi-Fi.
I think it's good to just think about all the possibilities that come with cloud gaming.
Yep.
Because I'm definitely for it. I've said it before. Gaming as a service is the future. It's still scary though. Think about the Telltale games that you can no longer purchase. Shit like that just disappears. I don't know. It's just a little scary when
can't
things
purchase
are
them at all.
It's gone from all the digital retailers.
Yep.
Not on Steam anymore.
Can't play them still? I have Wolf Among Us on Steam. Is it just gone?
If you have them, yeah. But if you're oh yeah, I want to play this game my friend was telling me about. Nope, sorry. Other than the 5G, the only other thing I forgot for Nintendo was Golden Sun. Just
yeah. I mean, I would say it's time for Golden Sun 3.
Yep.
I could definitely see that being a bigger announcement for them.
Yeah.
I was going to say some kind of better tethering would be nice. So like I was saying before, my concept of hey, I've got my phone with me, I got the app, it's connected to my Switch. Therefore, I can like play online games through the phone or whatever. That'd be nice. I don't know.
Well,
some kind of geolocation.
That'd be sweet. I'd be cool with that. Well, that wraps up all the shows. Anything outside of that you'd want to mention before we wrap up the show here?
I mean, honestly, everything you talked about was pretty much everything we talked about in general. I mean, that's what I want to see. We've listed it all. Awesome. I talked about the big ones. I don't expect this year to be as big as like last year, to be honest with you, just because I think a lot of people's went all out last year. There's a couple big things I want to see that we covered, and other than that, I mean, I'm pretty set.
Cool.
The only thing that I could think of would be I wouldn't know how Xbox would benefit from the Nintendo Xbox deal or Nintendo Microsoft deal.
People would buy people on the Nintendo that don't have an Xbox would buy their games now, or would subscribe to Game Pass.
Yeah, fair enough. Good point. Good point. Gaming as a service.
Well, we've got an exciting week ahead with E3 coming up in just a couple days. To kind of give maybe just a quick overview of our schedule, me and Tim fly out to LA on this coming Saturday. That's the same day as EA Play. So you can watch live on Saturday alongside Trey, get all the exciting news there. Then the following day, another big day, Tim and I will be at the Xbox conference. And again, Trey will be streaming live so you can watch it together, get hyped with Trey. And then following right after that, me and Tim are headed to Bethesda. Where you can watch alongside Trey. So we'll try and get you guys as much coverage as we can on both sides, both live at the event and on stream if you want to watch alongside. Monday, same thing with Ubisoft, which we might get into. We signed up. We don't know if we'll get into their fan section yet. And then Square that night.
Yep. Which
will lead into an awesome early morning with Nintendo before we head to our first day on the show floor. Then we've got a few parties here and there throughout the week as well, and seeing another Overwatch League game.
Yep.
Man,
which maybe Tim bought his ticket for yet. Maybe he didn't.
I think I did. I have to remember. I know I was going to. I just don't remember. I'll have to double check.
Cool. Well, regardless, an exciting week of E3 coverage. I hope you guys will be there along for the ride with us. We'll be doing E3 bingo, just like last year. That was a lot of fun. We're putting together the boards just in the next couple of days, so be on lookout for that so you can get your board ready. We'll be having some prizes for the winners. So once this goes live, hopefully, because I've got a short turnaround time since I'm heading to LA, we'll get this edited and up on Spotify, iTunes, and Google Podcasts for you in case you missed the first half here if you're watching live. So we appreciate your support watching us live, listening on whatever platform you're on. If you do like our content, make sure you subscribe to us on whatever your platform of choice is. We're live throughout the week on twitch.tv/ForAllManakind. We love you guys. Can't wait to bring you some E3 news and get hyped with you for the rest of 2019. And we'll see you guys in California.
Bye, everybody.
Or here in my room.
Or with Trey. Who knows? Take your pick.